Cool Kids. What it is, Cool Kids. You know, Cool Kids, it's always a good day when I get to see you guys, you know? So, we got to talk about some stuff. Some fun stuff. So YouTube took down one of my videos because I put a German march song from the German Empire in a video about a German coin, and now I'm unable to make posts or anything. I don't even know if I can post this. We'll see. It says I can't go live or make posts. I think that just means I cannot go live or make the, like meme posts or, text posts. I don't think it means I can't post content, but we'll see. We're going to find out right now. I have appealed, and, it's Saturday in the morning. They're probably not even in the office yet. They don't keep, probably good hours. And, we'll see. But it's obnoxious. All right, so anyway, we're gonna do another leg of the fun run. I'm not sure how far back we can go because I'm pretty sure we can go pretty far back though. I can tell you this, guys. From where we're at, I can go back at least another 50 years. I'm not sure how much further back than that. It's starting to get sketchy from there, but we can go back 50 years at least from where we're at, I think, or maybe 40 years. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know. And guys, the truth be told, I didn't, I just get coins in lots and they just come in. So, like, for example, we left off at 1848. Well, here's our 1847 offering. All right, it's 3 cruisers from 1847, and from Baden, however you say that, Germany. It's a silver coin from 1847. Always fun, and we're gonna look that up real quick. All right, and here is our coin right here. It is 33% silver, so I'll go ahead and write that on the flip. That way we know for next time, right? And the ASW is a powerful 0.0139, which, is not great for $7. It's probably worth 70 cents, right? 50 cents, yeah, I was just guessing. Okay, so 50 cents worth of silver, and I paid $7. But, what are you going to do? Probably overpaid. Probably came in a lot or something. But it's a cool coin. I think it's pretty cool. Alright. Anyway, what year was that? 1847. So if you're going for the hat trick, guys, you could do... These run from 1841 to 1856. And it looks like they shouldn't cost too much. Like I said, I might have paid too much for mine, but, that's okay. I might not have. I don't know. I don't really. Don't even remember when I got it, or I know I got it off eBay, no, that's not necessarily true. Well, no, it'd have to be true, yeah. I'd have to have gotten that off eBay at that price. Some of these coins I get in lots, but that's going to be more like this coin. This coin probably came from a lot. And the reason I say that is it's pretty beat up, but it's pretty close to melt. And so 1846 Civil War coinage from Austro-Hungary. They wanted to remove the old king from power here. And he was trying to keep his crown, and it didn't work out. So they made a deal. That's how Franz Josef got into power, by the way. They made a kind of a sideways deal. They took a little power And it's pretty interesting if you read up on it, how that all went down. So this is a 20 cruiser, or the Hungarian equivalent thereof. All right, and here's our coin. And this one's just above melt. So as you can see there, it's 0.1252. The melt value is 452. And we got for 589, which you're saying, well, that's nowhere near about. Well, we're talking about a coin from 1846. A buck over melt isn't that bad, even if it is, a smaller coin. It's not as big as it's as big as a quarter, but it's not as much silver as a quarter because it's only 58.3%. But it's still, it's a significant amount of silver. You could maybe buy a couple loaves of bread with this if SHTF hit, So, yeah, cool coin. Mintage on that, 1846. Let's look. Yeah, 3 million. Yep, and on the back, we didn't talk about it, is, Mother Mary and Baby Jesus, which is very common in Hungarian coinage. So if you're into that, and it's not necessarily bad. There you go, old Ferdinand the First, and he ended up, this guy, living in the palace in Austria to a ripe old age with his nephew, who was Franz Josef. So, they deposed him, but they didn't, kill him or anything. I know I'm giving spoilers here. He actually got to live a life in the palace, man. From all accounts, it wasn't too bad for him, actually. That I know of. Then, if you guys know something I don't, tell me in the comments. But from what I gather, he actually lived a good life. Yeah. So here's a half dime from 1845. We can look at that. Ooh, does it have a full Liberty? Something close to it. Ooh, pretty close. 1845 half dime. And we got that. Where are we from? Philadelphia. $1.50. $1.50. Well, that's, that's pretty good. All right, 1845. Let's look that coin up and see how we did on that. Now, guys, as we get further back in dates, melt's probably not going to be likely, or even. Now, there's a few coins I have below melt from the 18th century, but they'll just pop up if we ever get there. It's not going to be a very common incidence or occurrence. So my strategy, actually, is to buy minor silvers from countries, like half dimes or kruzars, however you say it, krajars, and little silver, little dinky silver coins, rather than big coins, unless I already have them or if I'm really interested in one. I'll try to change it up, but honestly, that's what we're probably going to go with. Here we go. So here we go. No arrows. Yeah, that one didn't have arrows. So we'll click that. Yeah, is that our coin? Well, it's something really close to it, right? So 1845p. 1845p. Running down my leg. All right, yeah, 1,564,000. I don't know. Very fine seems reasonable. I don't know. It might be fine. I don't know. So yeah, I think we did okay. Yeah, we did all right. That's good. All right, now, what do you guys think of the? Tell me in the comments what you think of half dimes, the seated Liberty design in general. Pretty cool. Let's move on to 1844 though. We can't keep stuck in the past. We gotta keep moving. Or wait, we're going further in the past. 1844. So 1844 is Louis Philippe. Yeah. Right. That is going to be under melt, I should imagine, at $24.93. Okay, hold on. 1844, and that says 1842, so we have an error. The error being, I believe, the flip. Never believe the flip. So hold that thought. We might be done with our date run. It's possible. I'm going to go check and make sure, which will take a while, so I got to pause this, keep it on the charger until I go to the getting place, get the coin, if I have it. We might be done, guys. Yeah, this is in 1842. Okay, so emergency. It is still under melt, though, either way. But yeah, the flip lies. It is a liar mouth. But since we're on it, we might as well look at the coin. I mean, we do actually have the coin. So the melt value on this coin, we paid 24 or something. The melt value is 2609. So yeah, definitely under melt. And ours was 1842, and I believe it was an A. 1842A, 3 million. So not an especially. They're all about the same price except that last one there. So, not super rare, but definitely under melt's always a win, especially when you're talking about coins from the 19th century. All right, hold that thought. I'm going to see if we have an 1844, because if not, our date run ends there. I could take this back to 1842, but we already have a coin for 1842 that I think, a little preview, is a little cooler. Not a lot cooler, just a little cooler. A little nicer shape, too. All right, hold that thought. All right, no cap. After all that, and getting the first binder I grabbed out of the storage, I kid you not, the first coin out of the first binder that I checked, 1844. No joke, that's 1844. The 4 reals, paid $8.50 for that. It's not in great shape, but it is clearly 1844, and that clearly counts. Woo! I had all that preset, so I just wasted a lot of my, well, not a lot, but a fair amount of my weekend grabbing that coin. But luckily, it was the first coin, literally the first coin that I checked. Like that, I was like, which binder should I check first? Boom! I said, why not Spain? I got, because I was thinking Turkey. I had a lot of Turkish coins in that, that I remembered, but I didn't have to go to Turkey. First page, first coin, 1844. So that's like serendipitous, I would say. All right, moving right along. 1843 is going to be a seated half dime as well, with no liberty, no justice for all. And it is, it's a slick $5 for that one. So I must have bought that out of a lot, or on a coin show maybe. $5. But it's got a date on it, so it's worth $5. If you see one of these with a date on it, $5. It's only, the melt value is only like what, $1.30. But who cares? Who cares? $5. That's fine. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 1843 is in the books. So now we gotta go back to 1842. And remember last video when I told you I had one coin that I bought special? This is the first coin I had to buy special for this run, other than the 2025 coin. If you go back to leg 1, you'll see that. That's the only other coin I had to buy special. This is not it, but the next coin I show you is going to be the coin that I bought special for this run. This is an 1842. 1842. 8 real from Mexico. Now, I did not buy this anywhere near melt. It's double melt, but that money was well spent. $53.75. This is a fairly nice coin. I don't know. Some of these years are really tricky, and especially the early years. The 1820s, if you ever get a hold of one of them, those are nice. Did I overpay? I don't know. I don't think I did. Let's look that coin up though. That is the GO 8 real from 18 and 42. Right, this is the coin in question. As you can see, they're usually in fairly beat up condition. 1842. Geo, not Dio. Well, of course, the way NGC does it, it's a little tricky. And I'm not going through the Nemista listing because it's like forever. But yeah, I think we did okay. I don't know. I think we did okay. I'm not sad about it. So I don't really care what y'all think. This is the coin I bought. Well, I do care what you think, but I don't care what you think about my stuff. To be clear, but I do care about what you think. Like, if you want to share a thought, that's fine. But if you're like, your stuff is bunk, yo, I mean, you're entitled to that opinion. But I'm probably not going to agree with you if I don't agree with you. Now, if you make a compelling case to me as to why my stuff be bunk, yo, I might be persuaded, but that would be different than me caring about your opinion, right? I do care about your opinions. I just don't. I don't necessarily value them in regards to my particular situation. I hope it clarifies what I mean. All right, 1841. This is a coin I bought. I paid $7 for this thing, actually. I'm not even gonna. It's probably billing. But it is silver. But let's look it up. Let's look it up just for fun. I'll pause it. Now, if you guys agree, this is my coin. It's a New Groschen. A Groschen, I'm not sure how you say it. From Saxony Albertine. And it is, let's see what percentage. So the 1841, first of all, mintage of 4.5 million. So we got the easiest date to get. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a G under that date because it's from the G Mint. That's nice. Good information to have. All right. The purity of the coin is, so it's 10 Pfennigs, which is 1 Neo-Groschen. One Neo Groschen, and then the 10, you can barely see it, but it is there. 10 Pfennig. Alright. So it's 0.229 silver, which still counts. Sorry, cool kids, for my stuff it counts. And let's find this. The ASW is a whopping 0.0156, and it's worth 56 cents. So I paid 10 times the amount. But here's the thing. For less than a coffee at Starbucks, I got a year removed, right, from the list. So you see where I'm going with this? So if I buy a couple of these a month, or maybe a couple a week, that's 8 a month. 8 coffees a month, I can get through, the decades pretty quick, right? Because we can do about a decade a month, right? If I'm lucky enough to keep this run going, yeah, a decade a month for, let's call it $80. I'm probably okay with that. I know it's not the best investment or the smartest, but guys, we're way back, man. Like silver under melt gets harder and harder to find. And since we don't really have time, but I'll give you a preview of things to come. 1840 is here, guys. See that date? It's here. We're not going to look at it yet, but we got 1840. Okay, 1840 is a done deal. And I can tell you, we're going to go back quite a ways further than that. Okay? So, have an amazing day. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, all that jive. If you're wanting to do a date run, tag me in it, and it's going to be fun, guys. It doesn't matter what date you have. I want to see them. Take care. Oh, and vote.